Hello again, Musto 0063 back for some more Mega Man 7. And it's time for a cutscene. Welcome home, Mega Man. Dr. Light, what do you think of Bass? His actions don't seem to indicate a threat. I don't believe he is our enemy. Really? Shooting at Mega Man on sight doesn't seem like threatening action to you? What is this? Wily is attacking the Robot Museum. You must leave now, Mega Man. So we have ourselves a mid-stage, with an absolute kick-ass remix of Guts, Heats and Snake's stage music. And on display we have Snake from Mega Man 3, Blizzard from Mega Man 6, Plant from Mega Man 6 in the back, Flame also from Mega Man 6 in the back, Pharaoh from Mega Man 4, Heat from Mega Man 2, and for some reason another version of Plant at the back right. There's also, rather ominously, an obviously recently broken case, no doubt harbouring another Robot Master from the past. And I walked back and forth a bit here just to ensure we got to hear the entirety of the Guts, Heat, Snake remix. And Heat and Snake are on display. So could the missing one be Guts? Yes, of course it could. We all know Guts is Wily's favourite, reused time and time again, so of course that's who he was going to steal. Let's also not forget Skull and Ring though, both from Mega Man 4, who are also now on display. The mid-boss is MASH, and as I stated back in part 1, I am not trying to overrun opening or mid-stages, so if they happen, that's great, but I've never deliberately attempted them, and it's clearly not going to happen this time around. So MASH jumps around manically, and his weak spot is his head. Hit it and it'll detach and bounce around the room. The problem is that it's very hard to hit with regular Mega Buster shots, and once it falls to the ground, impossible to do so. So I always disfight pull out Thunderbolt, as it does good damage and is easy to aim at his head either when it's attached to his body or lying motionless on the ground. Danger Wrap is actually its true weakness, but I must confess I've never actually used it against MASH, as I expect it to be more difficult to aim. As for a strategy, pay attention to where the body and head are jumping, bouncing respectively, and try to avoid them. It's not especially easy to do, and you can often find yourself in possible dodging situations, but ultimately merely winning the fight is no problem at all. Mega Man, it's a disaster. Wily and his robots are rampaging throughout the middle of the city. Get going. So, past the password screen, and the checking memory card screen, here are our 4 new Robot Masters we're going to have to face. But before that, back to Cloud stage. And here I just wanted to demonstrate that hitting the first Telltale with Frieza's weapon has the exact same effect as if you hit it with the Mega Buster. But the second, on the other hand, now we no longer have the grey clouds and rainy background, it's snowing instead. So this makes the screen a lot brighter, and thus the platforms and enemies are all a lot easier to see. Unfortunately, it still doesn't help in me not getting hit by Pettiforth though. Arrgh! And what it also does is deposit snow on the circling platforms. Not that this makes any real difference, but they somehow look all the more friendly, don't they? And the snow also covers all the platforms in this screen, so we can see where we're going a whole lot easier. And eventually, we arrive at what was likely an unseen ladder previously. So, eventually, let's head up it. A 3-1 up, and if we make our way to the left, there's the U-plate. Now it's probably not a good idea to jump down though, so you're much better off going back to the right and using the ladder instead. Yeah, that wasn't fun. That brings us to junk stage, and now we can also use Frieza's weapon on this lava section. Thanks for that, by the way, I really needed that to happen. Freeze lava again, and there's the S-plate, the fourth and final one to add to R, U and H, thus spelling out Rush. So apologies for the cut there, it actually occurred to me after I stopped the recording that I should show off this path, since I didn't before. So we have a platform lava crossing segment, nothing too tricky. A couple of tri-propellant guarding a 1-up. And for taking this path, you get another Met elevator. Works exactly the same way as the first. So, briefly, I should probably mention what your reward is for collecting the 4 plates. It's the Super Adapter, which is super awesome, and I'll definitely be showing it off in some of the Fortress stages. A couple of screens after the Met elevator, again nothing too tricky. Just pay attention to the direction of the pellet shots from the ceiling cannons and don't try to escape the room too quickly. And with that, this is where the paths meet up, at the footballer section. So lastly, a quick demonstration of Rush Search. You can find a useful item in Free Stage. Here I deliberately first made Rush look in the wrong place, just to show that he will still find something, but it'll always be useless. But if you search where I am now, Rush will find the exit item. It allows you to exit the stage without needing to fully complete it. Useful if you're having to backtrack for missing items and such. But that's all items on the first 4 stages acquired, and with that, the end of this video. Bit of a short one this time, but I'll fully spring back into action next time. Cheerio.